I would want to crawl into a hole. I was so embarrassed. I had a lot of social anxiety and I didn't go out much because I didn't want to be recognized.
I joined a TV show. So things changed for me. You know, people start stopping you in the street and coming up to you in the gym and stuff. And, you know, it comes with the territory of what I did. I was well aware of what I was getting into. Also, I joined the TV show when I was like 28, 29. So you kind of like, you're probably a bit more prepared mentally for things and you understand the world a bit better and you're not trying to impress people as much as I was when I was younger. But it was still an adjustment, to say the least. What was life like for you, that post-Miami period? You're now moving on with your life. You're trying to, you know, this company come for you. What is life like day to day when you go to the coffee shop?
I'm kind of glad you asked that because it's a huge contrast to what it is now. Even though it's kind of still the same, I would get recognized and I would get come up to and I would get asked to take a photo with someone all the time. But my reaction to it is completely different than it is now. I would want to crawl into a hole and hide away and be ashamed. I was so embarrassed. I felt like a warm feeling in my stomach, like I had just been punched or like I just found out I was being cheated on or something. Like it's just a very painful, visceral reaction to be recognized and to know what you're being recognized for. And it wasn't until I started to accomplish other things and I started to be proud of things that I've done and things that I've kind of shifted and diverted into in my career. So those first few months to a year in Austin, I had a lot of social anxiety and I didn't go out much because I didn't want to be recognized. I felt like I just didn't want to be recognized. I didn't want to be looked at. I didn't want to be perceived. I didn't want to leave my house. None of that. But
is that a form of like self-hatred? Because you're like,
because it was more so the people who were coming up to me, college guys, like men, you know. It just made me uncomfortable because I knew why they knew me. And it wasn't until I started accomplishing things that I was actually proud of that changed. I didn't feel that same like gut-wrenching, visceral feeling of shame when I would hear the name Mia or get called in the street or anything like that. Like the more I accomplished, the more proud I was of what I've built and what I've changed and all of these things that I've done, the more comfortable I got with being recognized because inherently people were recognizing me for other things. Women started to recognize me. Everything kind of shifted. The more that I do and continue to do, the more that changes. Like I rarely get come up to more by women now than by men. And I love that.